Om Shanti. Good evening. Very warm welcome to each and every one of you to this evening session. This is the time of the year when the maximum exchange of gifts takes place, isn't it? Giving and receiving. And when we receive the gift, very much we appreciate the thought and the feelings behind it. We also appreciate the time and effort, the time and the energy taken, right, for the gift to be. And when we receive the gift, we value it, we take care of it, we use it, and also sometimes we keep it for many, many years, just as a memory. Yes, these are the physical gifts. How about other gifts we have in life? That of nature's gift to us, that sustains this body in different ways. Right? The basic needs, the air we breathe, food and water, everything the body needs is from the nature. Not only that, every small little thing that's either manufactured or that are produced, nature is the source. There's nothing else. So we are very thankful for the nature. Again, we value it by either consuming less or by conserving it more. If that is the gift for us from nature, this body itself is another gift to us. This body is so very complex and sensitive. It is no less than a miracle. If you think about it, how the body functions, how the different organs and the systems comes together and feels like they coordinate with one another and perform a dance to bring out the best result. Right? So the body itself is a very beautiful gift that we have been given. And how do we take care of the body? Again, by valuing it, taking care with the best of intention and with the best of understanding I have. That could be either having a healthy lifestyle, adopting a healthy lifestyle and habits, and whatever I do, I use this body for the highest purpose and with the highest intention. Okay, so all these are one or other factors of the gifts that's been offered to us. But do we see in general life itself as a gift? Ask yourself, how do I see my life? Do I see it as a gift? Does this life bring happiness to me? Or am I happy with my own life? What would you say? For most part, yes, we are happy with our life. And maybe some small percentage may not be. And that small percentage is when the things are not going according to my wish. When I see that, however I want my life to be, the picture I have drawn, how my life to be, if that picture is not matching with the reality, then I may not be happy with the life at that moment, isn't it? Yeah. So is it like the external factors, the life that's been offered to me, that makes me happy? Or is it my internal setting that sees how the life is in front of me and that makes a little adjustment? External factors keeps changing, isn't it? So if my happiness is relied on the external factors, yes, if this goes on like that, my life is good. If that statement is based on the external factors, then that percentage of not being happy with my life very possibly will be increasing every day. Nobody told us, or nobody gave us the warranty that, yes, your life will be perfect, always as you want it to be. Materialistic things comes with the limited warranty. But when we took birth, nobody gave us a warranty card in our hand saying that you will be blessed with a good health always, you will be having good amount of wealth, you will be always having happiness in relationships. Did anyone say that to us? Nobody did. We just assumed that everything will be fine, which means that we were kind of away from the truth, away from the reality. And what is the reality? Reality is that things keep on changing. And that is the law of the nature, isn't it? Nothing is permanent in this world. Things keep changing. And it has to, according to the law of nature. When I stay close to that reality, and when I live in that understanding and in that reality, then it becomes easy for me to go through different phases of life. So what do I mean by living with that understanding? Living with that understanding is knowing that nothing is permanent in this world. Everything has the law of changing. So only thing I have to do is I have to adapt myself or adopt certain things so as to go in line with the changing things. So that would make me and my life run smoothly. And understanding that in every walk of the life, every day-to-day event, looking from that perspective as if there is slightly little change, yes, change is inevitable. I accept it. I move on with that acceptance. But if I create a resistance that I cannot accept this change, this is totally unacceptable. If I create that resistance, then it becomes very hard for me to move on. Either could be in a very small situation or could be a big one. Right? Acceptance becomes a very big factor. We have to understand and accept few things so as to keep moving on, keep going ahead. And even the acceptance of having the attitude of gratefulness. This acceptance and gratefulness was shared, everyday life when everything is going fine. When everything is going fine, when I use these qualities again and again, that becomes my own nature, and I can be easily using that qualities when the things get harder. Gratefulness even could be like when I travel from point A to point B. When I reach the destination, for example, when I'm traveling by air, reach another city. When I reach the destination, I take a minute or two to just go over everything and everyone's hand of cooperation that came together, which enabled me to reach that destination. Just going over that in the mind and being thankful. Not only I reached safely, but also everything went well in the process. Right? So if I had taken that moment to have the feeling of gratefulness, and if it has become my nature, next time when things go wrong, even when I'm flying, something goes wrong and I'm not able to reach the destination on time. So even in such a situation, because I have made the attitude of gratefulness my nature, even at that situation, I will not be upset. Why? Because the thought comes, yes, most of the times, these things have been cooperative. But today something went wrong, but that is fine. I can handle this. That gratefulness helps me even in the tough situation to be stable. And when there is stability in the mind, there is clarity also. And when there is clarity, I am able to make better decisions. Instead of joining the group where the reactions are flying all over. Especially emotions and reactions are pretty much very contagious, right? You might have seen that one person raises the voice and they're not happy with something, and the entire crowd joins that one person. And on the other hand, if one person is stable, remains calm, and deals with everything in a composed manner, even that has an influence on the crowd. So which side I want to be? More than influencing and creating an impact on the other, I am very much happy with my own self. Being helpful to myself, being useful to myself, means I'm taking care of the life that has been given to me. That is my way of showing regard to the gift that I have received, valuing it. So all the time we have the choice, isn't it? We have the choice of knowing the self better and going through the facets of life in a much different way and in a better way. We also might have heard of some people have the either habit or sometimes they feel like gifting themselves. And that gifting oneself goes in a different ways. Maybe one may wish to travel by oneself to different country. Or one may wish to take a maybe like massage therapy or something like that to oneself. That would be gifting oneself, right? And also another choice we have to gift oneself is to know about oneself. When I know myself in an accurate way, very much true to the self, that is a big gift I can give to myself, because that opens a big wide door of totally different dimension. Through that understanding of who I am, it helps to take away the worries and fear I have been carrying. It creates that lightness in me through which I am able to see better. My perception gets better, and through that better perception, I have a very harmonious relationship in my interaction and in the connections. So something to think about, isn't it? And always with this truth, I realized that I have the mind, which is a very big gift I have. The mind which can be used in a very constructive way. It is in my hand how I use this mind. It is said that mind in its own place can make hell out of heaven and heaven out of hell. It is the same mind. One mind can either think like this or that. One could be more positive, more constructive, more beneficial, and other would be totally opposite. Which one do I want to use? Whichever I use more and more, I become familiar with that. And that side becomes more powerful. Whichever side the mind is more powerful, that side is more helpful for me to understand life and to see it as a gift and value it to the best of my knowledge. So to make that conscious choice, I have to sit with myself and just think, maybe you can call it as an introspection. Just think, how do I see my life? Is there anything I need to change? Truly, what is the inner voice telling me? Sitting with the simple question as that and answering that honestly, if there is anything I need to do or know about myself, and taking necessary steps would be a great gift one can offer to oneself. It is not about, like a quick fix, right? A situation came, something happened, and there was either reaction or something else. And to see the life as a gift, we need to know the art of knowing the life. And spirituality helps that in knowing and understanding and accepting. Bigger factor is sometimes, as was said, acceptance becomes very difficult for some. Even in our day-to-day life, when we see different people doing different things, it may be too very difficult, or to some it may be highly impossible to accept. But if we go back to what Shakespeare said, he said that world is a stage. And even the spirituality says that world is a stage. If world is a stage, then who are we? Human beings are actors on that stage. And the common understanding says that the actors come with their own script. Every actor comes with his or her script that they enact, right? And the script cannot be changed. Perfectly, they act according to the script. That is very much understandable. So if I apply that same understanding to my life, that whomever I meet, whomever I interact, they are carrying their own script. They're acting accordingly. So why should I be having the question that, why is this one like this? Why is that one like this? Why is the situation like this? Can I have that question? Everyone is doing accurately as they should be at that given time. Understanding this, that everyone are actors and they are playing their part in this drama stage, that helps to give me a bigger picture of how this world functions. And then there is less amount of wastage in the mind in the form of these questions that arise. More I'll be in a position to accept, and if at all to change, I change myself. I change according to the time. I change according to the people, because it's easy to change myself rather than changing everyone else and everything else. So it is my responsibility to make my life beautiful, to see that life as a gift and take that forward. If I ask anyone in the audience here, either on the Zoom or here, how would you see your life as? How much, to what percentage are you satisfied with your life? Can someone share, please? Maybe on the Zoom, if someone can.
It's very difficult to share. Because it requires true honesty.
Yes.
But I don't know. Let's see. I mean, what's the question again? How much percentage?
How do you see your life as? Are you satisfied with your life?
Yes. And I take it as a journey. So I am. I'm still on a journey. Period.
And is there anything, maybe like, any one of you can answer, is there anything that you see that life is very challenging, that you cannot, that you're not at all happy with, or you cannot handle that situation in life? Is there anything like that?
Hello. It's every day you come across such situations. But if you understand, if you know that, if you believe, it's all what we are facing, or what challenges which are there, this is the result of our doings in the past lives. And certain things in this present life. Also, you know that everybody is different. Not all people are same. So you think it's a challenge, but then if you look at it from the drama's point of view, everybody is playing their role actively. Only thing is, they are not as per your understanding and your wishes.
Yes.
Which cannot be, which is just cannot be. Also, you know that there is day and night, there is a happiness and the sadness. So you cannot have life smooth. These challenges will come. Only thing we have to do is to learn to develop the acceptance and also be grateful that you got an opportunity to learn something from it.
Yes.
And change yourself to be a better person.
Very true. Like, if we have that kind of an approach to life, even in a bigger and the biggest situations, it makes it easy for me to not only pass that situation, but to learn something from it. Right? And if we see that, life is teaching me something at every step, then I have the mind of curiosity to see, okay, what this has come to teach me, what I have to learn from this. When I have the attitude of looking at life in that vision, so then it becomes all the more interesting for me. I may not be so much focused on the challenge itself, but I will be focused more on what I am learning from this. If there is a learning attitude, there is a shift in the attention from that so-called challenge to attention to myself. Okay, what I have to learn here. What is this situation or scene in the life has come to teach me? When there is a shift in that perspective, I no longer complain that, okay, we have all heard different kind of expressions, isn't it? Life is either boring or life is miserable, all different expressions based on what is going through in life. So certainly when I have the attitude of seeing the life in a different way and what it is teaching me, then I no longer have any complaints, but I always have the attitude of appreciating life. Appreciating life for what it is offering me, for what I'm getting out of this life. Making the best use of it all the time. Even when things are not going as I want it to be, if I have the attitude of, okay, let me do the best in this, let me take the best opportunity from this and learn and grow, then that no longer seems to be a challenge. Right? So let's go into the experience of this. And if you have any questions, maybe we can take it up later. Is that okay? Shanti. I sit comfortably. But alert. With the mind's eye, I scan this body. Seeing if there is any tension in the muscle. I consciously relax and release the tension. All the muscles of the legs. Are completely relaxed. All the muscles of the arms are relaxed. Upper body, and the neck, are completely relaxed. All the muscles of the face are completely relaxed. I begin to step inwards and see myself the true self. And ask myself, where am I in this moment? Has the mind went on a tour? Or is the mind in the present? Being in the present is a big gift to give oneself. At this moment, I look at my life and honestly ask myself, is there anything or anyone that I'm having a negative attitude? Is there anything or anyone that seemed to be difficult to accept? I look at that aspect and with a childlike curiosity see it as a teacher who has come to teach. Am I able to grasp what I need to learn? Am I able to understand what I need to change? Is my attitude towards that person or situation is right? Or can I, with a broad understanding, alter my attitude? I have the choice. I have the choice either to resist or take that opportunity to learn. I have the choice to come from that right space to have a right understanding. I have the choice to be grateful for everything that life has offered to me. And move on with that gratefulness. When such is the attitude, I not only value myself, respect myself for who I am, but I value and respect others for who they are. Everyone and everything as a gift in my life. Just as the physical gift being wrapped in a gift paper, unwrapping it with curiosity to see what is inside. I carry the same attitude of seeing goodness within each one. Om Shanti. Om Shanti. Do any of you have any question?
May I ask a question, please?
Sure.
First of all, I must apologize. I just interrupted you when you were saying Om Shanti. I didn't remember that you said it 3 times. Number 2, I must congratulate you for this lovely, lovely commentary or the meditation. And you have summarized the lecture so beautifully. And this is what in life, if we implement those things, the life will be those people who think the life is not good or they don't appreciate, they'll start doing it. That's so if we could share with us the commentary, it will be very, very good if you can. Now I come to the question. It's not really a question, it's a comment.
Okay.
You have asked a question, or you are asked us the question, is there anybody who doesn't appreciate the life? I think question of appreciating and not appreciating doesn't arise because we are getting what we had done. It's the result of the karmas. This is what we had written. We want this kind of life.
Yes.
From every situation, if the situation is good, we say we appreciate. If the situation is not made us unhappy, then we say the life is not good. I really feel we should, even if we think the life is good or we are appreciating it, we have to ask a question, really have to ponder over the point, is there something I contributed to it for the time being? It is already, if it's a drama, it's already destined, it was going to happen. But is there anything which I did which is making me feel happy and appreciate the life? I must note that, and I should keep in mind, I have to keep doing it because this gives good results. And if I'm not liking something, I am unhappy, and I'm saying the life is bad, obviously at that juncture you have said very well in the meditation as well, and even in the lecture, we have to spend harder time and of course change the things which are not good in us, evaluate ourselves, and keep working on it seriously and more all the time. Thank you very much.
Yes, very much right. Thank you. Thank you for sharing that. All right. So, no more questions, right? Okay. So thank you everyone for joining. Have a nice, enjoy the rest of the day and have a nice week also. Thank you. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti.
Om Shanti.